What's good, y'all? You already know what it is. These dudes are wilding again. Oh man. Redpill guru Andrew Wilson gets absolutely ethered in this debate. He's a self-proclaimed debate expert too, so man, he got caught lacking. Shout outs to Coach Greg for the video. Like, comment, subscribe to your boy for more videos like this, and let's see what they're talking about.
I would not want to be that guy, that person who just cannot control their internal emotion.
You're a dyke. Don't talk shit about my wife, you stupid bitch. Shut your fucking mouth.
It's one thing to talk the talk and another to walk the walk.
True.
Coach Greg, in today's video, a disgraced manosphere guru, he crashes out and completely embarrasses himself.
Oh man, these red pill guys, man. If you're out here setting these hard set rules for people, hard and fast rules, the expectation is that you're following them. Nobody would have cared if he was like, hey, single mothers are not ideal. For the most part, it's not worth it. But there are some exceptions out there, and you got to take a case by case basis. Nobody would have cared if that was the case. But the fact that, they be going in on single moms, going in on them every episode. Single mom trash. And then they get caught up with a single mom. It's like, yo, you're like Coach Greg said, you're not walking the walk. I remember there was this other brother too that got caught up. I don't know his name though. He's like a light-skinned dude, and I think with braids maybe. And yeah, so he would go in all the time on single moms. And then it came out that he had cuffed up a single mom. And it's like, yo, man, you gotta walk the walk.
Goes by the name of Andrew Schultz, and he typically
Andrew Schultz. Andrew Schultz catching a stray. This dude, Coach Greg, still has the Kosh Singh situation on his mind.
interviews females and puts them in their place. Calls them gold diggers, embarrasses them, tells them how stupid they are. But this time, the woman, she got the last laugh. I remember this man, he was on stage with none other than Wes Watson, and he literally embarrassed Wes. I thought he actually knew what he was talking about. He knows when to talk, when to shut up, was well composed, but we're going to see he's nothing like this in real life. And so I'm going to be getting this information from Too Lazy to Try. You can go and check him out. And so if you're trying to get a high-value woman, you're trying to avoid being the next to Cash, you perhaps were listening to this guy. It's one thing to talk the talk.
This dude, Coach Greg, can't pronounce anybody's name right.
And another to walk the walk.
I would not want to be that guy, that person who just cannot control their internal emotion.
And so he preaches how men have to be stoic, to be in control of their emotions, to not lose control. I think these are all excellent tips. If somebody's talking to you and you're getting upset, they're literally winning. But if you can keep your composure, keep your cool, well, you're going to be able to think with a clear sense.
Your wife has 3 baby daddies and has been married twice before.
And you
you
lick sniz.
Under your religion.
You lick sniz.
But you notice what happens once he's been pressed? When someone brings up the fact that despite the fact...
What the heck does sniz mean? Is that some boomer slang? I don't even know what that means.
He tells men not to simp and not to raise someone else's child. If you're a high-value man, why do you want to raise someone else's kids? Now, I'm not saying there's anything wrong with that. If you want to do that, by all means, you're a good guy. But when you're in the manosphere, red-pilled, if you will, you're going to teach other men you don't go for sloppy seconds. Someone's been divorced, perhaps even multiple times, and if they're promiscuous, they have sex with tons of other men. They have multiple babies with multiple baby daddies. Does that sound...
Divorced twice is crazy. Crazy.
Like the kind of woman that a high-value man is going to go after? I certainly don't think it is, but yet this is exactly the situation that Andrew Schultz finds himself in. And so when she brings it up, he loses his mind. She simply states the facts. Do you not have a wife who has multiple babies from multiple different fathers.
Wait a second. Help me out here. How many times have you had sex?
Certainly under 10.
Yeah, and she has 3.
Really? Has she not?
Stop the cap. So you're going to tell me this girl, no way. So 3 baby daddies, and we're supposed to believe that only time she ever has sex is with the person that she's married to? Yeah, all right.
Got multiple kids from multiple different
This is like the Kosh Sigg's wife being a virgin. How do these people keep getting bamboozled by this stuff?
fathers. And so she told you that she hasn't had sexy time with anybody else. Just so happens that every time she has sex with a man, which is she's just the most fertile person in the world,
Yeah.
she automatically starts to produce children.
Somehow had an even more embarrassing moment than that tragic pickle jar incident.
Yeah, I got to be able to grip it.
Okay, we'll grip it. Let's
It's
go.
literally slippery.
I mean, it's one thing to not be able to open a jar of pickles. So what? Hey, I couldn't open the jar. It slipped. I'm not that strong. So what? You own it. When you do something embarrassing, you don't throw a
girl's
tantrum.
laughing at him. Look at him.
You just say, yep, there it is.
Look at the girl laughing at him. What was the pickle jars at home for you, bro?
People start to make fun of you. You couldn't even open a jar of pickles. I mean, we saw the guy in the baseball stands. He couldn't open that water bottle. He had arms the size of Chris Bumstead, yet he
All those roids, big dog. Oh,
couldn't
yeah, that's
open
weird.
it. And so, who cares? We move on. Yep, it's slippery. I can't open it. You want to open it for me? No one cares. But when you start to react with a tantrum, it's only going to become embarrassing.
If you just bring up him having stepkids, he starts to panic because also he knows the audience he's cultivated thinks marrying a single mom and raising stepkids is simp behavior.
It is simp behavior. Trust me, I've dated women who have children. This is a mistake. Now,
I mean, I agree. I'm not a fan of it, and I've never done it, and I never would. And the reason for it is because, like, when I look at some of my friends who have done it, the women immediately put the dude in the father role. They are like, my buddies are already like buying gifts. They're doing the pickup and the drop off, taking them to games and stuff like that. So that's like saying nah. And like on the opposite effect, single dads that I know, or like have split custody of their kids, they don't even like introduce women to their kids. Like they'll date a girl for a year without the girl not even meeting the kids. So it's like that's my problem with it. Is like the moms are quick to get you to start being a resource and to start doing the father figure stuff. That's all. That's not worth it, and that's why I wouldn't do it. And I would advise it, but I don't go ham every single day with my whole chest about it.
if you can't get a high value woman, for example, you look like Andrew Schultz. Perhaps he's a 5 at best.
calling-
He's overweight. He's not
Andrew Schultz is gonna get cooked in this video. That's hilarious. What the irony?
particularly attractive. And so he's not going to have his pick of the litter, if you will. I mean, if he were 6'5", blue eyes, and looked like Sebum, he can get a lot of girls. But if you're not as hot, well, you go for what you can get. And if all you can get is a woman with several babies from several different daddies, that's the best you can do. You own it. You say, yeah, so what? Do as I say, not do as I do. You can, in fact, give advice and tell people to do certain things, even if you don't do it yourself. I mean, we've all seen the fat personal trainers, 300 pounds, clearly morbidly obese.
Nah, man, I disagree. I mean, I guess it depends on what it is, though. Like the red pill stuff, they're so hard, fast rules that is being preached. The expectation is that they're following that rule. If you're teaching people a certain way, and you're portraying yourself to be also doing that, the expectation is that you're following it, or else it's just very hypocritical. And I don't agree with fat personal trainers either. Because the hardest thing about getting in shape is the discipline. It's not the head knowledge. Everyone knows to eat healthy. Everyone knows that. Little kids know you should eat fruits and vegetables. But it's getting yourself to do it day in and day out and going to the gym consistently that gets you in shape. And so if your personal trainer is 300 pounds, then they're like, hey, I believe in you. I believe in you, bro. You can do it. And it's like, dog, you can't even do it. This is your full-time job. How am I supposed to do it? It's demotivating for a client. And no, I disagree. You have to be able to do it. Or no, it's not, no, especially for fitness. Heck no. If you can't put down the fork and get in shape and eat healthy, then how am I supposed to do it? And I'm the beginner rookie and I'm coming to you. I'm paying you to help me. And you can't even do it. Nah. No go. Personal trainers that are fat is a no go.
But yet they're still personal trainers. And why not? And so I see nothing wrong with somebody who's giving advice to other men and saying, look, don't copy me.
By taking care of children who weren't mine, was I doing a good thing? Whose fathers abandoned them?
Yeah, you're doing a good thing.
Why did you use that as a form of personal attack on me?
Got you real red in the face.
If I said, hey, I just met a woman. Hey, Mepsogram's out of the picture. I met a woman and she's got 3 kids from 3 different fathers and she's been divorced. Would you say, yeah, Coach Greg, that's a win. I think you should marry that. Put a ring on it. Or would you say, what in the world is wrong with you?
Your wife has 3 baby daddies and has been married twice before.
And you you lick sniz.
Under your religion.
You lick sniz.
I've never heard that word in my life.
Yeah.
And how
If anyone knows what that word means, put it in the comments. I have no idea what that word means.
is that relevant? When somebody brings up something that you did, perhaps it's right, perhaps it's wrong. How is it relevant on what anyone else has done? She could have had 5 kids from 5 baby daddies. It doesn't matter. The Rock knows that it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. She does what you did. Can you not appreciate and respect the fact that she likes what you like? How is it an insult to her that she likes the same thing as you? You have more things in common than you think. And so rather than bonding on the fact that you both like the same thing, women licking the sniz, you then proceed to attack her.
What is that?
You're a fucking dyke. Don't talk shit about my wife, you stupid bitch. Shut your fucking mouth.
She brought up
See, look at that. I'm all for like having a good laugh and laughing at these videos and stuff like that, and laughing at women who are wilding out saying they want 8 figures a month. But I am not for like disrespected people, because he did not have that same energy with Wes Watson when they were on stage together. And I don't like when, like, even like with Fresh and Fit and all those guys and this dude when they go ham on the girls, because that's like, nah, because like you would never talk to a man like that, so it's like, nah, I don't rock with it. I don't rock with the disrespect. It's not a good look, and it doesn't make you extra hard, or it doesn't make you like super edgy, or like, oh yeah, man, I'm so not about the political correctness thing. I'm just gonna, yeah, nah.
facts. It would be like if I'm interviewing someone and they say, Coach Greg, you sell Turk Builder Max. And I then immediately get mad and angry and start freaking out. Versus, yep, you want to buy some? It's amazing. Code Greg, 15% off. Why wouldn't he have just listened to her and agreed with her? They're trying to have a debate where they talk about points and come to a resolution.
Sorry, doll. I'm sorry, Dyke. Is she morally inconsequential in comparison to your ditch licking?
What?
I've seen I've seen a handful of his clips where this is how he debates, and it kind of irks me that he marketed himself as like this debate expert, because it's like in a real debate, it's not, you have to give each person takes a turn speaking, and then you have to refute the points. But I've seen him like interrupt people, yell, cuss at people, and I've even seen one video where they called him out on it. It was like, yo, man, you're not giving me a chance to talk. And his response was like, I don't have to. This is a debate. I don't have to give you a chance to talk. Shut up. I don't care. And it's like, dog, you're not a good debater, bro. That actually makes you a bad debater, a poor debater. You can't interrupt people and talk. You're not winning or right just because you're interrupting people and talking over people and yelling and cussing. It's like, nah. And then you want to market yourself as this like expert debater. Get out of here.
Why is he going there? And she's completely staying calm. Notice, she's doing what he advises people to do. Yeah. Stay in control. Yeah. Don't let your emotions.
Yeah, for real. You just talk about how you got to be stoic and you got to be calm, cool, collective. Yeah.
Take the best of you and be stoic. She is a better representation of what a man should act like than you are.
Charlie, did I bring your family?
5 years older?
Did I bring any of your family in?
Turk!
Stupid.
He literally went there. He went and attacked the person. He's not attacking the behavior. When you go and attack someone, you say, this behavior that you made, I didn't like.
And how is he attacking your family? He brought up a fact, or she brought up a fact. She said your wife was divorced 2 times and has 3 kids, 3 different. How's that attacking? That's a fact. It's a statement.
Doesn't necessarily mean that you don't like them. You don't like the thing that they said, the behavior, whatever.
It's
You could
because
go
I'm
for it.
better than you, Charlie.
Why? Because you're straight? Why? What makes you better?
No, it's because you're embarrassed and you know that the traditional
She
values
killed
that
him.
you try to sell people
Okay.
on are bullshit because
Let's
you
go
are not
through
a
it.
traditional man.
You're trying to tell guys to avoid that, but yet you yourself are with a woman who's been with multiple men. All you can do at this point is agree. Yep, you're right. But if I'm giving advice to other men, I would suggest not to copy me. The statistics, they're not looking good. Most women with multiple baby daddies, with multiple divorces, probably not the best type of woman to settle down with. Hey,
Right.
perhaps you can have your fun, date around a little bit,
Yeah.
but probably not the one to wife up. What would have been wrong with that? Nothing. But yet you chose the violence.
By taking care of children who weren't mine, was I doing a good thing? Whose fathers abandoned them?
Yeah, you're doing a good thing.
I'm not against this. Somebody has to take care of other people's children. I mean, if the original
gonna be me.
fathers can't do it for whatever reason, whether it's the man's fault, the dad's fault, or the wife, one of them is initiating that divorce. 70% of the time, it's the woman's fault. Those are just facts. But those women, they have the right to move on. There is somewheres going to be a simp who doesn't care that you have multiple children with multiple baby daddies. Someone out there, he doesn't care. He's going to love.
Yeah, I mean, there are exceptions. I have 2 friends of mine that are CEOs of their own roofing companies that make 7 figures a year that ended up marrying a single mom. And they all live happily together. They ended up going off and having children afterwards, and they're doing good, and the women are good and traditional, So, I mean, there definitely is exception to the norm. And I don't know if Andrew Wilson is the type who rails on single moms and has that hard set rule. Judging by his reaction, I'm guessing he is, or else he wouldn't react like this. If he wasn't, he'd just be like, "Hey, I've never been the type to trip about single moms," and then he would have won the debate. But him freaking out like this, I'm guessing he does go hard on it.
For you and all the baggage that goes with it. And so, women, there is in fact hope. If you get with a man and you leave him, someone will probably still be there for you. Perhaps they're going to be a lot older. Perhaps they're not going to be as hot as you once wanted. But it is what it is.
Why did you use that as a form of personal attack on me?
Got you real red in the face.
How is that a personal attack? She's trying to make a point. This is the debate. Your personal attack was calling her turking stupid. To me,
real.
that sounds like a personal attack.
Right, exactly. And he started it. So it's okay. See, here's the thing. This type of stuff pisses me off about these dudes that behave like this. So it's okay for you to say whatever you want to people and come at people sideways. But when she says something back, oh, it's a personal attack. It's a personal attack. But why was it not a personal attack when you called her effing stupid?
I give men advice on health, fitness, training, women, all of it. And my advice is this. If you see a woman with a child or she's divorced, be careful. Yeah. Does it mean you can't date her, marry her, and so on? Absolutely not. But if you're in the store looking for a bag of chips, and there's hundreds of bags, various flavors, various shapes and sizes, are you pick up the one that when you grab it, the air has been let out? Is that the bag that you're going to choose when there's tons of bags available? I'm not picking the one that's on the reduced to clear aisle that nobody else wanted. Perhaps many people had sampled in the past. Does that not make sense? If you're a high value man, you're 6'2", good looking, you have a lot of money, you're a nice guy, you have charisma, sex appeal, women find you attractive, interesting, funny, whatever. Why would you settle for the used bag of chips? Why wouldn't you not pick the exact pristine package that just arrived in the store, the best one? And so for Andrew, hey, he got what he could get. Nothing wrong with buying the reduced.
Oh my gosh, are those piercings in that girl's face? What in the world? What is that? Oh my goodness. How do you roam the streets like that?
Clear chips? If that's all you can afford, you do the best with what you got. Pick the best woman that you can get, whatever that may be. Perhaps you're a 5'6" manlet. You can't get a very hot woman who's nice. Well, you pick a less hot woman that's still nice. But you pick someone that's nice, and I'm telling you, if a woman has 3 babies from 3 different fathers,
Yeah, that's rowdy. That is rowdy.
no.
I mean, imagine if somebody with the same history as Andrew's wife was on this podcast or fresh and fit. She'd obviously get cooked by them, and nobody would believe that she's only been with 3 guys.
Why do you believe a woman just because her lips are moving doesn't mean that she's telling the truth? In fact, it's most likely the opposite. Her actions speak louder than words. I'm a virgin. I've only slept with the men I've had babies with. What's next? You're a diet coach and your client hasn't lost weight for a month and says, I haven't cheated on my diet. I swear, 1,200 calories a day. I haven't lost weight.
Nope. Cap.
Are you just going to believe that?
3 baby daddies? Yes, that's from
Wait a second. Help me out here. How many times have you had sex?
certainly under 10.
Yeah, and she has 3.
She's only had intimate relations with 3 men. All ended up with children. It's possible. You know, there's 1 in a million chance that this is true. And so if he believed her this much, I mean, he sounds confident. Why did he then force her to get a paternity test to find out that the next child was his?
I have
That's actually a good idea, though.
what I would consider 100% faith and trust in my wife. But I told her, you're going to get
Kirk!
test, and if not, I'm out the door.
He makes her, as in forces her, says you have to, or there's a door. Get a paternity test. And so, hey, I think that that's an excellent idea. I think far too many women are getting pregnant by other men and they don't know it. And so he says, look, I'm red-pilled. I'm in the manosphere. I know that it's possible that you're cheating on me. And so I just want to make sure that that child is mine. Hey, props to him. But to say there's no way that she could have been with any other men when she has 3 children by them. I mean, is he just saying this because he knows that she's going to watch this episode and he wants her to trust him? And if he says he doesn't believe her, then he ain't going to have sexy time. I mean, do you really believe this woman when she says that? If you were in his shoes, or let's say Andrew was talking to someone else and they said, you know, I'm dating a girl. She's got 3 kids from 3 different fathers, but she's only been with 3 men. Would he say, run? Or we say, yep, 100% I would believe her.
Are
Forever tied to her
promiscuous.
through having had children with them, forever tied to her. That's a much stronger bond than a hookup.
Exactly. You have 2.
Yep. And yeah, those men are going to be involved in the kid's life forever. I mean, birthday parties, holidays, when the kids get off to get married, when the kids have kids. Yeah, for sure.
Options. I'm going to give you the scenario. Option 1 is a woman has 3 children from 3 different fathers, and she's only been with 3 men. Option 2, she has no babies and 30 partners. Which do you select? Option B, you might say neither. Yeah. Fine, that also makes a lot of sense. Yeah. But if you're going to ask me, who am I going to get with? The woman who has 3 babies that I now need to raise, or the one that has none? Do you know how much more of a bond there is between a husband and a wife, perhaps they're divorced, or father and a mother who have a baby, than one who has not? That man is still in her life, and it's going to bring some problems.
And the way Andrew talks about his wife, you'd think she's some quiet lady who stays off social media and focuses on the family and their home. But she's really a vulgar loudmouth that's trying to be an influencer.
In the manosphere, red pill, we often explain to men to pick feminine women and that you should be a masculine man. When a woman yaps her mouth and yells at other people, challenges them, perhaps is confrontational, it's not very feminine.
She also always feels the need to step in and try to fight Andrew's battles for him. Like she's always crashing out on Twitter, going hard, trying to defend him.
And masculine men, they don't pick...
What is with these women trying to be influenced when their dudes are already public figures? Oh my gosh.
Moms to raise them, to take care of them. Like, I'm not going to say to my girlfriend, I want you to prepare all the meals. You decide what I eat. You decide this. You decide that. You make all of the rules.
Andrew has never done a house chore ever in 17 years. I do all of that. I bring him his food, I bring him his drinks, I keep track of his schedule.
And so his wife decides everything that he wants and needs. Well, it's fine, but it doesn't sound very masculine to simply have her make all of the decisions.
Like after he couldn't open that pickle jar, of course his wife jumped to his defense and was like, actually, Andrew opens pickle jars at home all the time.
So what about the pickle jars? Do you think if I couldn't open a jar of pickles on national television, I'm going to have Mepsigram make a post to defend me and say, actually, at home, I watched Coach Greg open a jar of pickles? This is embarrassing. You just wouldn't let it happen.
Rachel seems to indicate she'd like to do a call-in with your permission.
Oh, absolutely. I'm going to go have a smoke.
I don't know what you contribute to society.
Andrew then gets his wife to settle his battles with.
My gosh, no way. No way his girl called in to go off on the lesbian chick. Oh my gosh, bro. That's, first of all, you already get cooked by her. And then you need her to call in and hooting and hollering from God knows what state? Oh my gosh.
Her? Oh, you've embarrassed me. Now I'm putting my wife on. She'll defend me. How is that masculine? Yeah. It's pathetic.
So these two have a bizarre relationship. You know, usually red pill guys say it's a man's job to get his woman under control.
And so if you're like Andrew, of course, get on Turk Builder Max and Turk Platinum. Go to the gym, work out, get strong enough to open a pickle jar, lose some weight, do some cardio, and just be a better man. It's...
Yikes, man. Jeez, that was an L for us, fellow man. L for us, fellow man. Yeah, man, we gotta walk the walk, talk the talk. If we're setting hard, fast rules, and we're trying to teach other people and stuff like that. So, shout outs to Coach Greg. Like, comment, subscribe to your boy. Help him out against the algorithm and get more videos like this. And we'll catch you on the next one.